The wraps came off the CNBC Disruptor 50 list this morning. Flexport in at number one. And Julia Borston's with us with a special guest. Julia.
Thanks so much, John. I'm joined now by Ryan Petersen, the CEO of Flexport. Ryan, thanks so much for being with us today. Congratulations on being number one on the Disruptor 50 list.
Thank you all for the honor.
So, Ryan, before we get into your business, I want to get your perspective as someone who's seeing so much data about all the goods being moved around the world right now. We got some mixed results today from Home Depot and Walmart that give us sort of a mixed picture of where the consumer is. What's your sense of what consumer demand is right now based on how many things are moving around and how they're moving?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some slowdown in consumer demand destruction, as they say. We're seeing warehouses are starting to really fill up. And actually, a lot of our cargo is coming out of the ports. The warehouses don't have any place to put it. So it's a pretty ugly situation out there, especially for kind of like direct-to-consumer brands that are newer and hotter and don't have a really long track record by which to forecast demand. I mean, it's difficult for everybody coming out of the pandemic to make these predictions. But you've had such supply chain disruptions that getting the quantities right is really hard. You have these bullwhip effects where all of a sudden there's too much inventory in stock, and it's an ugly picture for a lot of companies.
And what is the specific impact you're seeing from the Shanghai lockdowns? Is that having a specific ripple effect?
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit less production. Factories are not operating at 100%. Been the trucking capacity. The port's actually running really smoothly in Shanghai. It's more factories are slowing down a little bit. The early signs are that it's starting to open back up and companies are ramping back towards production. It's a little bit too early to say exactly what that bubble will look like, how many goods, the bubble in sense of all these orders that have been placed as those move through the system to come down. We'll know in a few more weeks.
Hey, Ryan, it's John Ford. Good to see you again. We talked about a year ago and you were talking about, high prices, which in a way are good for you, but also having to disappoint customers with the lack of capacity. Where do things stand now that, we've got supply chain issues, but they're different supply chain issues than we had a year ago?
They are. So last year, Flexport had a waiting list, and we actually couldn't take more customers. We couldn't even serve all the customers we had. It's a little, feels a little odd to win this award as the number one disruptive company when, in fact, we don't feel like we're doing a good enough job on behalf of our customers. Well, the situation has definitely changed. Prices have come down. But even perhaps more importantly, you can get space now. There is capacity. Flexport's open for business finally, no longer having to put everybody on the wait list and can serve customers. So we hope to see improvements in transit time as well as the lower costs coming down.
Hey, Ryan, it's Dee. Even Amazon, is having trouble getting the quantities right. Last quarter, they talked about overcapacity in their warehouses. They operate in your space as well, freight forwarding. It's part of their, enormous logistics juggernaut. What are you seeing? How are you looking at them as a player? Are they getting it right or more right in the freight forwarding space?
I think Amazon's the best logistics company in the world, and I say that very humbly because I'd like Flexport to be the best logistics company in the world, but we haven't earned that right now. I really look up to Amazon. Try to learn as much as we can from how they operate. I think it's very metrics-driven, very creative, entrepreneurial. There's still so much hustle in that company. So, but I'm too far away to comment specifically on what they're doing well and not well. I did read their report where they said they had too much capacity, and that's definitely a first for Amazon. So that's going to be pretty interesting.
What's the size of their footprint in the space where you operate?
I don't know the exact statistics in terms of how many containers they move. I don't know.
Ryan, in terms of your own business, though, you've given us a good sense of the landscape. I understand you doubled your revenue last year. What's your outlook for your own growth this year? And it's still a very, very fragmented market. You just have a couple % of market share. How much market share do you think you can gain?
Yeah, so in 2019, the year before the pandemic, Flexport did $650 million in revenue. Last year, we did $3.3 billion. And this year, we're on track. Our current estimate is $5 billion for the year. So, and yet we're still a tiny sliver. We think we're less than 1 or 2% of global container shipping. And that doesn't count all of our other businesses, air freight, customs, cargo insurance. We have a trade finance group that does inventory financing. So, we could just be one of the biggest companies in the world if we live up to our potential. It's a lot to do, though.
So earlier this year, Ryan, you raised over $900 million at an $8 billion valuation. I understand you're not under any pressure to go public, but I'm curious, as you look at the volatility in the public markets, particularly in the past couple of weeks, what your plan is in terms of how you think about approaching an IPO.
Yeah, so at the end of last year, we looked at the markets, and I thought that the market was kind of overheated. Both the freight market, the prices are so high, all the problems that we've described over the last year, and the capital markets. And so there was some pressure internally for us to go public. I mean, there's always that kind of people would love to see that, love to celebrate that. We decided better to stay private, and yet we should put some money on the balance sheet given the craziness of the market. And so we're very, very happy that we did. We raised $935 million. That round closed in February. Our timing was pretty good. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than smart, although we feel like we were kind of smart, even though it was a lot of luck as well.
Well, Ryan, final question to you. I am going to ask you to make some predictions for the rest of the year. You mentioned how hard it is to predict anything with so many different macroeconomic factors in play. But what do you anticipate for this whole logistics market the rest of the year? Do you think we'll see some of the same bottlenecks that plagued the system last fall? Or do you think that people have learned from their mistakes last year?
I think the one thing we can be sure of is the future will be weird and will surprise us. There's a couple of unknowns that are out there. So like in July 1st, the contract is up for renegotiation for the longshoremen, the West Coast union that runs our ports. And so that's the big wild card. We're not really sure. That's being negotiated as we speak. That could lead to a strike. It has in years past when the contract ended. So that's probably the biggest wild card. And then what happens with COVID shutdowns all over the world, China especially, we're obviously watching that closely, but anywhere in the world that can happen. Consumer demand, impossible to predict. So just many, many variables. The one thing, though, is that's out there, the world's ocean carriers and the owners of the ships have ordered 25% more ships. Capacity is coming online in the next 3 years. So where we've not had enough capacity and prices have been sky high, there's going to be more capacity in years to come. And you may find that the opposite problem is out there where the prices are so cheap that no one who owns a ship can make any money. And we've been there in the past, too. So all things are possible. And it's very hard to make predictions.
Well, we'll be watching all that and more. And Ryan, I hope you will come back and talk to us more about these issues that have such wide effects. Ryan Petersen, thanks so much for talking to us today.
Thank you for having me.